Oh, okay. Speaking of season opener games, uh, that's the theming I chose to go with my top five today. Sadly, we're missing Sean. We're missing a tight segment with fantasy tips. So like, I got to come strong with a good top five. And my Tybo's top five this time is the top five season opening games in our history. And lucky for Ty Bob, a few years ago in
Part
2022,
of it.
I took him to a season opening game, Thursday night game against the
Beautiful
Chargers.
soul you are.
And like, it wasn't a great game for us for 3.5 quarters, three and three quarters of quarters in an NFL football game. Uh, we won. We were winning at the time, but the Chargers were about to score. The Chargers had driven down the field late in the fourth quarter and were threatening to score. They were literally on the 1 yard line, 2 yard line, and a guy that had killed us on this drive, Gerald Everett, not a super notable tight end in NFL history, but a very consistent guy. Like, he had some great seasons with the Rams. Um, Burnt us in the Rams game in 2018 that some consider the best game in NFL history. The Both teams scored over 50 points. He scored the last touchdown in that game. But Gerald Everett, multiple times on the last drive of the game, was cooking us. Catch after catch. I think he had three catches before we got down to, or the Chargers got down to the 1 or 2 yard line, and he's tapping his helmet. He's like, "Coach, get me out of here." We see that. We see that from the stands. We don't necessarily like mention anything about it, but everybody's talking about it the next day, and like, we saw that this dude was gassed, and this dude was asking to come out of the game. I took a helmet to the knee in a high school game and was doing that to my coach on the side. Like, I was like, "Yo, dude, I got to come out." Gerald Everett was trying to come out, and Justin Herbert decides to throw a quick pass to Gerald Everett, who's not even running a route. He's not even looking at his quarterback. And Jalen Watson gets a 99-yard interception return for a touchdown in an epic way to win a season opening game. That's just the honorable mention, guys. That's just the honorable mention.
Fantastic moment.
Ty Bob, yeah, provide a couple more comments before we move into the full top five.
I mean, Arrowhead is the loudest stadium in the world, but I've never heard it erupt like that. I still go often back to the videos that I took of that moment just to hear what the crowd sounded like. I have not I've been to a few games. I've been to quite a few games. I've never been to a game where a moment like that happens. And to be a part of that moment, to see and witness that as a home opener on even on a Thursday night, I mean, that would make my top five. But I know Tybo's got an even better list coming up.
Hey, well, some of these I was not even alive for. So, or well, one of
This
them
guy.
I was not even alive for. So, not all of these I was at, because I know specifically my number five I watched on TV. I vividly remember it too. It was a great game, and it's the era of the Chiefs where I was literally like making it my identity as a child. But in 2002, season opener, Chiefs Browns. This is not. I originally, like, skimming the notes for this, I thought this was the game where the guy took his helmet off and the Browns were penalized at the end of the game to extend it, and the Chiefs would go on to win. But no, this was just an epic fourth quarter comeback. Um, in 2002, Priest Holmes amassed a a boatload of rushing yards, and Trent Green and Tony Gonzalez and Tony Richardson and a bunch of guys on the defense that I can't remember right now. Were just like turning it on for the home crowd in the fourth quarter. 40-39. So like, it wasn't the only time we scored, but like, we concentrated our points in the fourth quarter, and just like an epic. I for let me check here. I forget what it was, but like, with 11 minutes down in the fourth quarter, or yeah, 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we were down 30-17. Priest Holmes scored twice in 3 minutes to give us a lead. And then from there, it was uh, touchdown from the Browns, but missed in extra points. Priest Holmes scores again.
Go,
Three touchdowns in the fourth quarter, my guy, and
go.
a game winning Morton Anderson field goal with zeros on the clock. You know, epic. Not as epic as number four. This is Chiefs Chargers 2016. We have Alex Smith. We haven't drafted Patrick Mahomes yet. We win in overtime, 33-27. Comeback dub. Who doesn't love a comeback dub on opening day? You love a comeback dub opening day. We love a good Kim Kardashian on opening day, luring everybody into thinking they got us, but really they don't. Why don't we, first game of the season, let's let the Chargers get up for a couple quarters. Let's do a little comeback dance of our own this year. Why not? Huh? Number three, first game as the Kansas City Chiefs. First game as the Kansas City Chiefs. September 7th, 1963. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Broncos. Fuck the Broncos, right? 59-7. Big dub. First game of the season. Season opener. First game is Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs opener, season opener. 59-7. Number two. This is a fun one because it's the first Andy Reid game, and for some reason the Jaguars only scored a safety in this game. The first Andy Reid game, the first game in the Andy Reid era in Kansas City, the Chiefs win 28-2 against the Jaguars in 2013. And my number one, mainly because of my absolute burning hatred and disdain for the guy named Tom Brady, 2017, Chiefs beat the Patriots 42-27. Uh, Infamously, Kareem Hunt fumbles his first carry as a rookie, but bounces back in that game to go off for just an insane amount of all-purpose yards. He had like a deep pass catch for a touchdown as a running back, and as the
Just
type
think
of
of
running
what he
back that
could have
he is,
done.
do what?
Gosh, just think of what he could have done if he never screws up, if he never gets kicked off the team, if we get him in his prime. I mean, just look back at that game and go,
Well, right,
okay,
like
this guy
so
is a monster.
this is 2017. This is our first game after drafting Patrick Mahomes. Alex Smith is still quarterbacking the team, but we got Patrick Mahomes waiting in the wings, and Kareem Hunt. What if he
You said
stays
this was what 2018? That was
27?
Pat's.
It's 2017, bud.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nope.
Yeah,
Yeah. That incredible. Just think of what could have been
yeah, that's what I'm
that
saying.
guy, if that guy. Now he's
But yeah,
back with the Chiefs, but just
that's
think of what
another
could have been.
game. I believe that was on the road because I
It
wasn't
was
there, and
it
this
was
would
on the
have
road.
been, yeah, this would have been the era where I was literally going to every game. Um,
That wasn't only the season opener for us and the Patriots. That was the season opener for
yeah,
the NFL.
yeah,
And we rained on their parade. It was great. They did the ring ceremony and everything in front of us, and we said, "All right, hold this."
yeah.
And they did.
I think Tyreek Hill had a couple of big, huge plays in that game.
Oh, it was great. It was fantastic.
But yeah,
Well,
I mean, legendary games, and the comeback is just like a fun way to start the season. Gives the fans a little bit of uh
peace of mind knowing
stress.
that there's some grit.